Another day, another rant. Hello everyone, I'm Matt from Those Damn Guys. This is my very first episode of Another Day, Another Rant, which has been our subtitle for Those Damn Guys for a very long time, but we really haven't expanded on it. I want to let you know that we rant a lot outside of our podcast, so on and so forth, so I decided I'd start bringing these rants to YouTube, and with that, I think every other week we're going to kind of switch it up, and everybody's going to have their own rant that they can go off on, and they won't have anybody talking back to them, I guess, so they can rant as much as they want, which is going to be wonderful. Today, I just had to rant about GameStop. GameStop is killing me, okay? You know, I think they're one of the things that are sort of wrong about the game industry. I understand the used games need to exist, and people love used games. That's great. I do too. But I don't know if they need to get filtered through somewhere like GameStop, okay? Now, to give you a little bit of background of this issue, it was a long weekend. I was looking for something to play with my fiance, and I was thinking about a good co-op adventure game. And came to my mind for Fable 3. Now, I'm sure a lot of you just threw up in your mouth, but understand that Fable 3 is not that bad, and that's an entirely different argument for an entirely different place. Nonetheless, we were out shopping normally, and I was looking for this game everywhere. We went to Best Buy. Best Buy didn't sell it anymore. We went to Walmart. They didn't sell it anymore. I was thinking somebody's got to have it as like a Platinum Hits or something, you know, but nobody had it. There was a GameStop across the street, so we decided to stop into the GameStop, okay? Now, just as an FYI, I don't think all GameStop employees are idiots. I've talked to a few, and I know a few who've worked at GameStop, and they're not idiots. But I think there's a nice chunk of them out there who are, and this annoyed me. So, and mind you, this was right before the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One launch, probably like a couple days. So it was extremely packed. We went in. We were immediately bombarded by, it looked like a manager or supervisor, something like that, asking if we needed help with anything. We said, no, you know, we don't need help. We'll go ahead and just go find the game ourselves, kind of thing. Well, immediately somebody else stopped us and asked us if they could help us with anything, and, you know, said, just screw it. Well, fine, we'll get some help. And I said, I need a copy of Fable 3. Now, this guy immediately gave me a look. He stopped. And he goes, why do you want Fable 3? He goes, Fable 1 is the best. And I said, like, first off, I'm like, really? Like, it's got to go down this route, okay? That's what bothered me from the get-go. But anyway, I figure I'll deal with it. It's GameStop. We know, okay? And I said, well, you know, I don't know. I said, that's debatable. So, granted, since we're in this giant crowd of people, he stops. He turns to another employee in the back and yells, we have somebody who doesn't think the first is the best. Now, I have no idea how they even know what we're talking about unless that guy has supersonic hearing or some other bullshit. But they somehow telepathically communicated our conversation, all right? And so then this other guy kind of goes off and goes, what? And it starts this whole shenanigans bullcrap, okay? I had to deal with them, and they pretty much, this is embarrassing. I mean, I'm not somebody who usually gets embarrassed with something like that, but I could see how, if they do this to normal people, like, how did they get away with it? And so it was very frustrating to me for them to do that and pretty much call us out in a giant crowd of people, that essentially saying our thoughts are dumb, and they are right. After that, he calmly walked to the counter to where he was going to get a copy of Fable 3. And he began to tell me why Fable 3 is a bad game. And another one of the employees decided to come over and expand on this and also tell me why it was a bad game. And I said, I don't think that's necessarily true. And he goes, oh, well, tell me why it's good then. So he pretty much leaves it on me to continue arguing with an employee over selling me something. So, I still didn't bite because I don't want to be in this situation. It's dumb. I just want to buy the damn game and leave. First off, he didn't even ask me if I wanted it new or used or whatnot. He just grabbed something behind the counter. And I asked the guy twice how much the game cost, and he didn't tell me. He continued talking about how bad Fable 3 was. So this was extremely annoying, all right? And I said, look, you know it has a couple things here and there. I said, I played through and I beat the game once, but we wanted a console game that had couch co-op that we could play and we could do this and that. And he goes, well, whatever. He goes, the first Fable is still the best. He goes, Fable 3 just doesn't feel like a Fable game. That's what his argument came down to, is that it doesn't feel like a Fable game. So I'm glad his opinion is the one all true and correct opinion here, okay? Representing GameStop. The employees of GameStop representing gaming opinions for the masses, alright? But overall, he went and sold me this thing. It only came out to $7. And I love how he tried to slip in there. He goes, well, since you're such a fan of Fable, how about you pre-order the Fable 1 Anniversary Edition for the Xbox 360? And I'm like, I was like, no. It's like, at this point in time, I'm like, please, just shut up. We've had enough. And so I told him no. He asked again for some stupid reason. And I again told him no. So it was just a really, really annoying experience. We eventually got out of there, and I thought about it on the way home. That guy proactively tried to talk me into not buying something from their store. I went in there with a mission to buy it. And he could have said, oh, you know what? That's crap. And I could have said, you know what? That is crap. And walked right out. So what is the deal? Why do you have to be like that? And if you're an employee and you enjoy games, you should be happy that people are just buying and playing games anyway. You be informative when somebody's saying, hey, I'm looking for a game in this type of genre, whatever. You help somebody find that game. But you don't need to sit there and tell them why something they're looking for is absolute garbage and crap. I have the game here. My fiance loved the game. In fact, she ran through it and played it by herself. She was totally a completionist and beat the crap out of this thing more than I ever could. So ultimately, the parties are happy. I'm disgruntled at GameStop because I have many experiences with them, and that's why I really don't go there anymore. And another reason is I am a collector. And what's with this bullshit? Look at that. They still put pre-owned stickers on their boxes on the actual case. Why? You'll never get that goddamn thing off of there. It's gonna be sticky as shit forever. Thanks, GameStop. God. Be sure to check back every Wednesday when we've got a brand new Another Day, Another Rant. And be sure to like and subscribe if you'd like to see more of this. Other than that, you're a wonderful, cheerful folk. And I like you. And please don't leave me alone.